This next portion of the show has one purpose, for you to get to know our very own Pastor Ben. As many of you know, Pastor Ben moved here from Texas last month and is our new pastor here at Faith. Davey and I are going to take a few minutes here and ask him some questions, help you get to know a little bit about him. Hopefully he's got all the taco meat out of his ears by now. Welcome up to the stage, Pastor Ben.
I just want you all to remember that in Texas we don't get even. We win. So, Pastor, the first question we have for you tonight is, where were you born? Were you always a Longhorn, or were you like some weird Oklahoma person? Borderline. But Oklahoma's not a real place. In Texas, we call that our belt. Sorry. Actually, I was born in Nebraska. I was born as a vicar baby, which, if you know what that means, it means when a pastor goes on internship, when they come back to the seminary or to school, they either have a new car or a new baby. My parents made the latter decision.
So, Pastor Ben, I reckon that you haven't always, you take some time out of church, and we're kind of curious here, what are your hobbies?
It really depends on the year. I've been woodworking with my grandpa, or I started woodworking with my grandpa when I was about 12 years old. So I still try to do that. If you see something that looks a little lopsided in my house, I made it. But I love doing it. It's a blast. I like to golf. I like hunting, fishing, camping, watching the Bears lose. Moving on to the Cubs as soon as humanly possible, because we have hope for them this year. So, have you ever had a nickname before? I imagine you got some weird nicknames down there. We don't talk about that. Next question. No, actually, my younger siblings, I'm the oldest of four, called me Bubba. So, yeah, that's not redneck. Me and my friend, Joe, he was just up here with me. Him and I used to catch frogs. Okay, we'd go to this pond by my grandma's house. We'd go and catch frogs. We made this little, it was made of wood, and we'd set the frogs on it, and we'd have them race. And he named one of the frogs Bubba. He must have won.
Sadly, no, actually. My frog won. My frog is always the best.
No, actually, I still call Dylan. So if you hear me call someone Bubba, I'm usually talking to Dylan, my son. So it's just one of those things. Pass on.
Awesome. So here's a question I'm interested in. What would you rather do? Wash the dishes, mow the lawn, or clean the bathroom?
Who was in the bathroom? Actually, for me, I would rather mow the lawn. If you can ask any of the staff, if I can be in the sun, or if I can do anything, I will be there, including if I get a chance to read, I'll read right in front of the window. So any chance I get to do something outside, I'm there.
Excellent, thank you.
Sweet. So, I believe this is a game actually, but what 3 items would you take on a deserted island and why? And excluding the Bible.
Okay. Does a smartphone count? No, let's see, my 3 items that I would take on a deserted island, assuming that I can't have something that gets me off the island?
Yes.
Alright, let me think. I would take a hatchet, and that's because I just get bored and I have to destroy something. I would take, actually, my hammer that I have in my shop, because it's the first tool that I ever inherited from my grandparents, and it still works. Because, it was built before the 90s, so it has a long life expectancy.
And a third one that I would take, and this is hard actually, probably my baseball mitt.
Why? What are you gonna do with a baseball mitt in a deserted island?
Catch the coconuts.
Good answer.
No, I love baseball. I'm a very sentimental person, so most things for me, it doesn't matter to me if it's old and rusted, if it has a memory attached to it. Anna's gonna have to pry it out of my cold dead fingers, which means I got a lot of junk.
So anybody that gets to know me and my family knows that we're kind of starting up our own cat sanctuary. Much to my dismay at times, but this is what we're doing. So the audience wants to know, you a cat person or a dog person?
I'm a dog all the way. Cats are meant to be in barns doing their job. I am a dog person. All right.
So I imagine you've had a lot of different things to eat in your time, in your life. So what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Was it the tacos just now? No, those are pretty weird. Those are pretty gross.
Actually, they weren't that bad. Talk to me in the morning.
How do you feel in your hair?
Actually, it's a very natural gel. It's been kind of amazing. Except for the fact that it doesn't come out of your beard. The weirdest thing that I've ever eaten was camel.
Whoa.
Yep,
I've never even heard of
camel. No, it's not good.
So it's kind of a two-part question. If a movie were to be made about your life, who would play you and who would be the villain?
Who would be the villain? Probably Barney. I still have childhood flashbacks. Who would play me? Is Fat Albert available? No, I have no idea.
All right, fair enough.
one goal you'd like to accomplish during your lifetime. What would it be?
My goal, as far as just kind of a very human one, is I want to set foot on every continent in the world. That's my goal.
I would say a lot of people probably have that goal.
I'm still trying to figure out Antarctica.
So last question, Pastor Ben, probably the most important question of all. You're an ice cream flavor. What flavor?
Rocky Road. It's got a little bit sweet and a little bit nutty.
Let's thank God for joining us on stage.